Chapter 7. Attention. Every life is built from the same basic material. Not money, not time, not opportunity. The most fundamental material of a life is attention. Attention determines what we notice, what we think about, and ultimately what kind of world we experience. Two people can live in the same place, encounter the same events, and inhabit completely different realities simply because their attention rests on different things. One notices obstacles and frustrations, another notices possibilities and patterns. One notices what is missing, another notices what is present. Neither view captures the whole world, but the portion of reality that receives our attention gradually becomes the portion that shapes our inner life. Over time, attention does something even more powerful. It forms habitual pathways in the mind. What we repeatedly attend to becomes familiar. What becomes familiar becomes easy to think about again. Slowly, a feedback loop develops. The mind returns again and again to certain themes, certain worries, certain desires, certain interpretations of events. In this way, attention quietly writes the mental script of a life. This is why attention matters so much. Left entirely unattended, it tends to drift toward whatever is loudest, most urgent, or most emotionally stimulating. In the modern world, many systems compete for it. News cycles, social media, advertising, and endless streams of information designed to hold the mind's gaze. But attention is not merely something that can be captured. It is something that can also be directed. When people begin to recognize this, a subtle shift occurs. Instead of allowing attention to be constantly pulled outward, they begin to ask more deliberate questions. What deserves my attention? What kind of thoughts am I feeding? What experiences am I cultivating? These questions do not eliminate distraction or wandering. The mind will always drift. But awareness introduces the possibility of returning attention to the things that genuinely matter. Meaningful work, real conversations, learning, reflection, and the quiet experiences that make a life feel inhabited rather than rushed through. Over time, the ability to place attention deliberately becomes one of the most important capacities a person can develop. Because attention shapes thought. Thought shapes perception. Perception shapes the story we believe about our lives. And that story quietly guides our actions. In this sense, attention is not merely a mental skill. It is the first act of authorship in the construction of a life. The mind that can place attention wisely is already halfway to living wisely.